Volcanic activity from Kilauea, the Hawaii volcano, has sent destructive lava and toxic gases out into the surrounding residential areas of Big Island. Thousands of locals have been displaced due to a large amount of damage caused by a short series of earthquakes that rocked the mountain. Latest reports suggest a big eruption could happen any minute, spreading toxic gases and fog further out into the rest of the state, with weather reports suggesting the gases could be carried on strong trade winds. A shifting wind pattern forecast for this week could blow a large cloud northwest towards Maui and the other islands of Hawaii. The winds could hit as early as this week, blowing much of the smoke and ash into the more densely populated areas of the state. Hawaiian authorities are now warning local residents to be wary of toxic fumes and fog emanating from the 20 fissures that have opened up in Puna. Much of the area has been evacuated, but now Hawaiians outside the danger area could be affected by the spreading fog. Fog is a dense cloud of smog or haze that forms when moisture is present. After the eruption last week, an immense amount of ash and dust was blasted out into the air, with toxic fumes issuing out from the many fissures ripped open during the earthquakes. Getty Hawaii volcano eruption update. What is fog? How many earthquakes have hit today? The toxic gas is fatal to humans in enough quantity, putting thousands of lives at risk. Fog typically contains smoke, dust and gases from an eruption volcano. Ash from the erupting volcano could also pose a risk to the Hawaiian population. National Geographic says, carbon dioxide and fluorine, gases that can be toxic to humans, can collect in volcanic ash. The resulting ashfall can lead to crop failure, animal death and deformity, and human illness. Ash's abrasive particles can scratch the surface of the skin and eyes, causing discomfort and inflammation. Getty locals have been forced to evacuate the area. If inhaled, volcanic ash can cause breathing problems and damage the lungs. Inhaling large amounts of ash and volcanic gases can cause a person to suffocate. Suffocation is the most common cause of death from a volcano. Recent activity at the Kilauea volcano this morning has sent ash and volcanic smog spiraling 12,000 feet into the air, showering cars on Highway 11 with gray ash and prompting an unhealthy air advisory in the community of Pahale, 18 miles from the summit. An aviation red alert means a volcanic eruption is underway that could spew ash along aircraft routes, the U.S. Geological Survey (USGS) says on its website. A shift in winds was expected to bring ash and fog inland Wednesday and make them more concentrated, said John Brevender of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA). "We're observing more or less continuous emission of ash now with intermittent, more energetic ash bursts or plumes." Steve Brantley, a deputy scientist in charge at the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory (HVO), said, "The dramatic images of gas clouds spewing from Kilauea continued activity in Puna has given scientists cause to fear that an imminent eruption could rock the state." A giant plume of ash and smoke was sent spiraling up into the air, prompting a red aviation alert. There have been no further earthquakes in the area today, but scientists from USGS warned that further activity could be extremely explosive and violent.